Good afternoon, everyone, especially to our gorgeous teacher, Mamda Valenzuela. So, before I start our report, I would like to introduce myself and my groupmate. And I am Jatar Kenkolon. My groupmates are Jennifer Kayanan and Evan Caldo. So, for this afternoon, where we are tackling about the sustainable development towards a sustainable world. So, if you want to hear something new or if you want to learn about the sustainable development, all you need to do is watch till the end. So, let's start. So, this is your learning outcomes. The person is to differentiate stability from sustainability. Number two is the articulate models of global sustainable development. So, I have a presentation prepared for you. So, in your own opinion, what is sustainability? If you have opinion or something new about the sustainable, you can comment in the comment box below. So, what are you waiting for? You can chat in the comment box. So, what is sustainable development? The sustainable development is trade-offs that we face today. The commercial progress, the new technology, the digital world, issues in the environment, ethical dilemmas, and the human world. So, the global development comes with a cost on people, resources, planet Earth. So, the global development is food and water scarcity, pollution, too much waste, endangered species, of health and well-being, unemployment, depleting energy reserve, overpopulation, and global warming. And that is the part of our global development. So, what is the cause of change? If you want a better future for the next generation, then every citizen of the world, every corporation, and every government has to approach progress or development with a new mindset. If you want to be a better person, if you want to have something in your life, if you want to grow, you need to you have or you need a new mindset. So, the goal of change is also recognizing implications and challenges brought about by the progress globally. The United Nations General Assemblies convened the World Commission on Environment and Development, or WCED, in 1983, which is composed of environmental experts, government officials, and civil servants from all over the world, also called the Brundtland Commission, named after the Commission's chairperson, Gro Harlem Brundtland. Proposed long-term solution for sustainable development, put environment concern and solution into a common agenda worldwide, specifically to seek cooperation among countries to balance between development and resources countries have long-term solution to their own and to the world's environment concerns. So, the column change is also studied the causes of environmental degradation. It studied the relationship between the social equity, the economic growth, the environmental problems. And then the column change is also develop policy solution integrated the three areas above. So, the WCD output released that the Brundtland reports, also called Our Common Future in 1987, which encompass aspects such as rule of the international economy, the population, human resources, food security, ecosystems, energy, industries, and it also proposed legal principles for environmental protection. And the most breakthrough and globally recognized contribution of the WCED Brundtland Report was its introduction of the concept of sustainable development, which it defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Notable, and then the call of change is also notable contents of the Brundtland Report's definition of the sustainable development are implies providing just and equitable opportunities for all, states that meeting human needs is at the core the versus ecological needs, and it is require solutions that work not just for the present but also for the future, and also lead to the creation of the UN Commission on Sustainable Development in 1992. So, sustainability versus the stability. Now, that we understand what sustainable development is, it is quite easy to understand that is a different concept versus stability. So, generally, stability means steady state, firmness in the position, resistance to change or disruptions. Major forces are in dynamic equilibrium. Equilibrium. So, stability. Stability is we have economic stability, political stability, and social stability. So, what is economic stability? The economic stability is constant growth and absence of excessive fluctuations, high and low, in the overall economy. The political stability is the basic human needs of the population are largely met. Conflicts are managed peacefully and competition for power occurs non-violently. So, and the last one is the social stability. The social stability is having an environment where morality thrives and where people can live in peace. So, let's move on in environmental sustainability. Many other definition or sustainable development came forth after the Brundtland report, but generally there is a common thread across this definition, and that is the presence of the pillars sustainability, and these are the environment and the society and the economy. So the environmental sustainability is also being the mindful that the world's natural resources such as energy fuels, water, plants, and animals are limited. being conscious to use the natural resources at the rate they don't get depleted, don't get damaged, or get extinct. And we have economic sustainability. Economic sustainability means that the countries and the businesses must use their resources efficiently and responsibly. If countries and companies will not use their resources efficiently, and if they don't act responsibly, then they will not be able to sustain their own activities in the long term. And then the social sustainability of a society or any social system to presently achieve a good social well-being ensures that the social well-being of the country, an organization, or the community can be maintained in the long term. So let's move on in the models of sustainable development. So there are different views on how the three pillars, environment, economy, and society, are interlinked. This gave rise to the different models of sustainable development. We have three. The first one is the three-leg stool model. The second one is the three overlapping circles model. The third one is the three nest dependencies model. So the first one is the three-leg stool model. The three legs are required for sustainability. If one leg is weak, the whole system gets weak. Implies that the three legs operate independently and are equal in contribution. So we have the sustainable development. The first one is the economic, job security, fair trade, infrastructure, financial system, environmental, pollution and waste management, renewable energy, conservation of resources. And the social is the health services, education services, social justice, and the human rights. So the second one is the third overlapping sectors model. Acknowledge the intersection and interdependence of the three pillars. It is in the area of intersection of the three pillars where sustainability lies. We have three sustainability. The first one is the economy, environment, and the society. And the overlapping sector models is also implies that the symbiotic relationship of economy, society, and society environment. It also implies that the society has to live within the carrying capacity of the environment. And the three nested dependencies model, the three pillars coexist and are interdependent. The well-being of the total system is achieved only if the well-being of each subsystem is achieved. Implies the symbiotic relationship of economic, society, environment. It also implies that the society has to live within the carrying capacity of the environment. So, in 2015, the 193 member countries of the United Nations accepted the challenge to work together towards progress while protecting human rights and ensuring the proper use of the world's limited resources. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals were identified. The target is to achieve the goals by 2030. So, as you can see, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, there are the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. So the first one is end poverty in all its forms everywhere. The second one is end hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. The third one is ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all age. And the fourth is ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So, achieve achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Number 7, ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Number 8, promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. And then the goal 9 is build resilient infrastructure, promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. And the goal 10 is reduce inequality within and among countries. And the goal number 11 is make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. And the goal 12 is ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Number 13, take urgent action to combat in climate change and its impacts. Goal 14, conserve and sustainable use the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. Goal number 15, protect, restore, and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. Sustainable manage forest, combat desertification and hot and reverse land and degradation and biodiversity loss. Goal number 16, promote just, peaceful, and inclusive societies. And then the goal number 17 is the revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. So, there you are. These are the summary of our report. The Brundtland Report defined the sustainable as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Sustainable development implies the providing just and equitable opportunities for all states that meeting human needs is at the core versus the ecological needs requires solutions that work not just for the present but also for the future. And then this is one of the summary of our report. And then the sustainability and the stability are different. There are three different views on how the three pillars, environment, economy, and the society, are interlinked and on their relative importance. The three different models of sustainable development are three-leg stool model, overlapping circles and models, and three-nest dependencies model. The 190 member or 193 member countries of the United Nations accepted the challenge to work together on 17 sustainable development goals with a target to achieve them by 2050. 2030. So, I hope and guys, we pray that our country is just the same of the United Nations someday. So, I hope you have learned something about my our report for this afternoon. So, thanks for watching and listening my report. I hope you can understand. So, that's it.